Viewers, I'm having one of those days where I eat something, you eat something, you have annoying hiccups, and they go away for a little bit. You don't eat for a bit, okay, they're gone. Then you start eating again. Oh yeah, half an hour later, the bloody hiccups come back. Ah, bloody annoying things. Annoying bloody things. One fatal flaw with these cheap VFDs. When you use these too many times, if you make too many terminations, these cheap, snotty, dye, smelly, shitty metal, if they're metal, if that is, whatever kind of metal, shit metal they are, if you use them too many times, they strip. I mean, you don't even have to do them very tight. You do them just firm enough to clamp the wire down securely, and that's it, they're stuffed, they're worn out. I've only used this and undid them about twice, or once, when I had that CMG motor on it, and left it on there for a bit, and about maybe 4 or 5 other times with other motors. So yeah, it's not really enough to. I didn't do them very tight either. I was pretty careful with it, and yeah, the screws are bloody stripped. I even got to the point I wanted to undo the U and the W. I couldn't get them to undo. They just sat there and they were stripped. So these bloody things, I had to jam a pick knife under the washer. Then undo it with a star screwdriver. This bit here, this bit of metal here is very weak and it strips very easily. If I can finally replace one of these terminal blocks, it'll be good. And if there's hiccups that piss off, it'll be even better. Now here, doesn't put much current through these little bits of solder tracks. There's a bit of a weak spots there. So from there to there, I can put a big strong chunk of wire there to get the maximum current rating out of that circuit board. The traces don't look that big. Anyway, the soldering iron's heated up. I'm going to just hard solder these things straight in place. They're just cheap metal. And just use one of these, a bigger one of these on the other end of those cables, and just use that. Yeah, pretty cheap stuff, but a good drive nonetheless. A good value for money VFD. They've got 10 horsepower ones of these now for about under $350. But yeah, if you want to buy a good cheap VFD, try and see if you get a Powertran brand, like I've got my other one. It's a better quality in it for the price. These are good for beginners, but you do get what you paid for. Like they feature-wise, they work very well. But the only weak part is this part here. If you're going to do a lot of heavy work with it, you probably want to pull this circuit board off and just check the traces are heavy enough, because DJ HSI, he found that his drive, he had a 4 kilowatt one, and the traces between here and here weren't quite as strong for what the drive was rated for. So he loaded it up, and there's traces on the board below from overcurrent. You probably want to put wires like this all the way, even from those transistor legs there. They're linked together, so they should be alright. But on some models, between here and the terminal block, make sure you got really good solid traces. Even botch up some strong thick wires on it if you have to. It's a little mod that you can do to make them improve their current handling capabilities. I solder these things straight on. I might even put this on the board and bolt down and pop one of these terminal blocks. That'll be a better idea. Despite its cheap build quality, I fixed it. There we are. I have to make a secure mounting block for these now. Perfect. That's how you do it. Just solder the bastards on and put your own terminal block on it. Notice the PR parking resistor positive does not go anywhere. It's not connected. It doesn't have an inbuilt parking resistor. I wonder where that normally would go. Circuit boards for the capacitors and their discharge resistors. Bloody hiccups, annoying. There's a good VFD for beginners. You have to watch my video on Ed Aussie 50 and DJ HBH BSI, whatever it is. Because yeah, at first they're a nightmare to figure out how to program them and use them, but once you figure them out, they're actually quite easy. And I find this thing easier to set up than my Powertran drive. If you want a professional drive, look for this brand on eBay. These aren't too bad. These are more professionally built than these, a lot better built. But this is a nightmare to program. Oh, a nightmare. You're going to be very good to program this thing. I still have not mastered this thing yet. The firmware, as I said, it's a bit funny, but other than that, it's a good drive. Delta are good VFDs too. Anyway, that's that taken care of. Now I can make a board for this thing and a good terminal block just here. I can put it just below here on the board, close by, and convenient. Yeah, a bit too small, I think. Anyway, that's fixed. Let's put it back together. Alright, my earth's tested. I've definitely confirmed the mains earth is connected to the heatsink, so this earth, it says in the plastic, is fake. Don't trust that, that's not a real earth, that's a fake symbol. That's supposed to be a phase input, but that doesn't seem to connect to anything in this drive that we need. So yeah, leave that intact. I'm not going to use that anymore, because it's only going to wear it out and bugger up the terminal block, so I'm going to use the earth on this instead. The better way to do it. When I get the proper size terminal block, I'll neaten all this wiring up too. Let's do a quick test of my impeller motor to see if it makes a noise if I put stuff near it. This is in no way safe, because you have got potentially 240 volts coming out of this drive, because you've got 240 volts going in. Gets rectified, forward rectified, and then it gets the inverter changes the frequency according to whatever you set it at, and yeah, it generates out up to 240 volts on the output to the motor at variable frequency depending on what the voltage settings are and everything, and the parameters are. Oh, I got the frequency wrong on this drive, haven't I? Yeah. The ramp up time's messed up on this thing. Look at the little thing going zing, machine it down. I think this will work good as a silent project. The tape mate, gotta be careful here. I should have dug out one of my other spare 3-phase cables, but all the spare long cables I've got to the 3-phase are too thick for this motor. I think this will work quite fine. I've got to machine it down though. Get the thing on the impeller so it buffers there to go around here. Very quiet motor. As for this motor, I think... Oh, I see what I've done, yeah. I had this shaft in the vise. When I did the bearings, I put a bit of a burr on it. That's why that wouldn't fit this shaft. There. I'll put this on the motor now and sand this shaft down, get the burrs and buff the scuffs off it. Take the burrs off, then that'll fit. Because yeah, that'll be explain why the damn thing doesn't fit, even though it's the exact same size shaft. Excuse a bloody hiccup, so annoying. I'm going to wait a couple of minutes first though. As capacitors give me a good kick up the arse when they listen to what they say. Yeah. Now if I'm going to machine this down, get a nice lathe tool when this is spinning, just go zzz, and just machine it down. I have to take almost 10mm off it though. Oh, it's a fair bit. That's quite a heavy duty, thick, heavy duty stainless steel plate. It'll take a while, a bit of effort to cut that. Oh, I'll see what I can do. Just wire this motor here up and get those burrs off. Alright, there's some tests. Okay, this motor's not running right, and this is running worse. I think because I left this program to the other 2 horsepower motor that was on it. I left it only programmed for twice power motors. I have to redid the parameters for these motors on this drive. So the powertrain drive is programmed for these smaller motors. That's why it runs these better than this one here does. This one here does. Better, see? Bit of sanding down and some threadies in that bolt. Looked a bit hard to go at first, so yeah, some threadies helped that. You have to make something to go around the outside of that, but yeah, there's some experimentation. Bloody bearing. Anyway, just going to take some experimentation to get this siren to work out. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Perfect fit. Alright. That'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.